I remember the first day, I didn't, all the flight over there was like over 9 hours, and I didn't sleep at all. You know, I was all excited, talking to people, you know, and we finally arrived. We arrived in the morning time, and some of my first impressions just walking around, as we got out of the airport carrying our bags, we met up with the president and the assistants, and I just remember thinking, oh man, like what am I doing? This is crazy, because it finally hits you. You know, you finally land, you're like, wow, I'm in another country. And then I remember we had to take the train to you land in Schiphol in the airport, and you have to go to Leiden to the mission office. And we were waiting for a train, and I remember my first impression, just looking around, I was like, why is everyone so tall? Why are they so huge? I'm a midget. And it just all that combined with the fact that I couldn't understand what they were saying, just totally intimidated. I was like, oh man. And so we arrive at the office, and they're filling out our papers and everything. And the assistant's like, all right, we're going to take you out and go contacting. And I was like, oh no, please. I'm not ready for this, anything but this. And so they took us in shifts, and I remember I went out with one of them, and you know, he told me to say something, just a simple contact. And I had, you know, so apprehensive about it, didn't know what to say. I managed to get it out, and then he took over and saved me on somebody we were talking to. But it was a lot the first day. And I remember we went, there was a thing that the mission president did. When new missionaries arrived, we went to get pannenkoeken, which are basically like crepes, but big and thin. And we went to a fancy restaurant for that, and it was really enjoyable. But afterwards, we drove to a windmill to take some pictures, and I was falling asleep. I couldn't stay awake by this point because the jet lag had finally hit in, and I just remember feeling sick. I was like, oh, I wish I need that crepe, that pannenkoeken. But it was a lot the first few days. But then the next day, we met up with my trainer, and it went on from there.